Hello and welcome to our class today. I would like to welcome you to our today's class, and the subject that we are going to handle for today is chemistry. I would like us to consider a few items in this subject, chemistry. And before we get into our topic of consideration for today, I could like us to remind ourselves of what we did in our primary school. In our primary school, we were introduced to science, and under science, we covered a lot of topics which were related to chemistry. For example, you discussed about properties of matter. Another topic which you handle, which is related to chemistry, is drug and drug abuse. Also, you dealt with mixtures and methods of separating those mixtures. Now, without any hesitation, I would like us to remind ourselves of what we talked about and properties of matter in primary level. When you hear about matter, what comes into your mind? I'm very sure this is not the first time that you've heard about the term matter. When we talk about matter, matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. When I'm talking about mass, mass here means that this is the quantity, this is the measure of the quantity of matter in a substance. And that is the basic definition of mass. Very well. You are told that matter exists in three main states, or the three main states of matter, which include solid, liquid, and gas. All right? Therefore, I'm very sure that the teacher must have told you that we have properties, or these states of matter, they have various properties. For example, when you talk about solids, they have definite volume and definite mass. Coming to liquids, they have definite volume. At the same time, liquids, they take the shape of the container. What do I mean? For example, if you pour water into a jar, it will take the shape of the jar. Similarly, if you pour water into a glass, it will take the shape of the glass. Coming to gases, you must have been told that gases, they have definite mass. That is it. Now let's come to what we call mixtures. You must have handled mixtures in your grade 7, if I'm not wrong, whereby you are introduced to various types of mixtures. I'm aware, or I'm confident that your teacher must have told you that we have different types of mixtures, whereby we have solid mixtures, we have solid liquid mixtures. At the same time, we have solid mixtures and solid liquid mixtures. Also, when we move to different types of liquids, we have those ones that are miscible. We have miscible liquids and demiscible liquids. Therefore, the discussion did not end at that point. The teacher must have told you that we have different methods of separating these mixtures. And I remember very well that the teacher must have told you or given you a list of those methods. For example, filtration is one of them. Sieving is one of them. Decantation is another method. All these methods I've listed, they are important in helping us to separate those different mixtures, not forgetting the use of magnets. Very well. Now let's move to what we call drug and drug abuse. Also, this topic you covered it in primary school in grade 7, whereby you are told that a drug is any substance, is any natural or manufactured substance which when taken alters the way the body functions. That is what you are told, I assume. Moving to drug abuse. Drug abuse, you must have been told that drug abuse is the use of a drug for the purpose that it was not meant for. And if you can remember very well, you were introduced to the commonly abused drugs. Number one, we have tobacco as one of them. Number two, we have miraa. Sometimes it is called cat. Another commonly abused drug is bang. I'm aware that the teacher must have told you the side effects of these drugs. I just wanted us to remind ourselves and build a foundation now that we are going to enter into our main discussion. I just wanted us to have the basic knowledge to review on what we covered in our primary level. Let's talk about conductors and non-conductors. When we talk about conductors, these are substances which allow electrical current to flow through them. And on the other side, when we talk about non-conductors, these are substances which do not allow electrical current to flow through them. I'm very sure that's well understood. Now, today, I just wanted us to look at the introduction to chemistry. Introduction to chemistry. You see, whatever we have discussed is just basic information that is related to chemistry. This is the foundation that was laid way back in your primary level. Now here, under introduction to chemistry, we want to look at the basic definition of chemistry. And from there, we move to the role of chemistry to the society. Let's begin. When we talk about chemistry, here we mean that chemistry is the study of different components of matter and the changes that matter undergoes. I think that is the simple definition of chemistry. You will agree with me that in your daily life, you've come across chemistry with or without your knowledge. How? Chemistry has been used in different fields. chemistry has been applied in different sections of our lives. For example, think about the lotion that you apply to your face, to your skin. That is purely the work of chemistry. Think about the yogurt that you take. That's purely the work of chemistry. Think about the detergents that you use at home. That's purely the work of chemistry. Think about the plastics you use. That is purely the function or the work of chemistry. Now, let's look at the role of chemistry to the society. I mean, how is this chemistry that we are studying important to our lives? How is it important to our society? Chemistry is very important indeed. But then, how is it important to our lives? Point number one, chemistry is used in different fields. For example, it is used in the manufacture of food, the food that we take. Remember, there before, I told you that the yogurt you usually take is purely the work of chemistry. Chemistry was applied there. Therefore, there are foods that we consume. For instance, the yogurt I've told you, where chemistry was applied. Therefore, when food is manufactured, it means that it helps us to fight hunger. So point number one about the role of chemistry in the society is that it is used in the manufacture of food, and this food has been fighting hunger. Point number two, chemistry, it is used in the manufacture of detergents. When I'm talking about the detergents here, I mean I'm talking about the bar soaps, the soapless detergents. You can name them. The soap you use at home is one of the detergents I'm talking about. So chemistry is important in that area, in that it is used in the manufacture of detergents. That is our point number two. Our point number three is that chemistry, it is used in the manufacture of plastics that we use in our various homes to carry out different functions. Also, these plastics are used for packaging purposes. So that is another role of chemistry in our society. That is, it is used in the manufacture of plastics that are used for domestic purposes and also for packaging purposes. So that is how chemistry is important to our society. Another point number four, chemistry, it is used in the manufacture of fuels that are used for domestic purposes and for transportation purposes as well. You see these vehicles, some of them use diesel, some of them use petrol. So those are fuels. Back at home, you use kerosene. So those are the kind of fuels I'm talking about. And that is purely the work of chemistry. Therefore, up to this point, I think you are able to explain to somebody what is chemistry. And at the same time, you are able to tell him or her what are the roles of chemistry in the society. At the same time, you are able to list some of the commonly abused drugs, not forgetting the different states of matter and their properties. Also, I'm confident that you are able to explain to somebody what are conductors and what are non-conductors. Therefore, for your assignment, I would like you to go and list down 5 commonly abused drugs and their side effects. Up to that point, this will bring us to the end of our lesson for today. Our next lesson will be on apparatus. Till that time, enjoy your evening. Bye bye.